Hi everyone and welcome to SWPL My Story, and today we are joined by Glasgow City forward Cori Sullivan. How are you, Cori?
Hi, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
No, not at all, and thanks for taking the time to speak to us. So it's going to be quite a detailed one with yourself and quite a varied story from anything that we've had so far. So I'm looking forward to hearing about it. So you joined Glasgow City back in the summer
Mhm.
2023. So you're in your first season. Obviously you're originally from America, but then you played for a few other clubs, which we'll come on to from there. So, how have you found your introduction into the league this season with City, and obviously competitiveness up at that top end of the table?
Yeah, honestly, it's been good. It's been really fun just having some competitive games, especially getting the opportunity to play Champions League. I mean, as your first year as a professional getting to do that, that's like what dreams are made of. So that has just been truly amazing. And all the girls on the team have been super welcoming. And honestly, I think that has helped the transition a lot. Just getting to know the system, know the style of play, and getting to go out there and fight for your teammates.
Excellent. So, as I said, it's quite a different pathway that you've come into the Scottish game. So, can you just kind of talk us through it, how you got started initially, and what I'll expect you call soccer, and then you've worked your way up to then get your move to Scotland.
Yep. So, I mean, in America, we all play club soccer normally growing up. So that's kind of where I got my start in AYSO when I was little with my sister. Realized I loved it, continued to play, and then got an opportunity to play at the D1 level, which is the top level in America for college. So had my education paid for, as well as getting to play against some of the best players at a really high level in college, which was truly amazing. And as well as getting to meet people from all around the world. I mean, my roommates, one was from Mexico and two were from the Netherlands. So that was really cool, just getting to like have a very culturally diverse house, and as well as like getting to go abroad and hang out with them. It's been truly a blessing. And then after college, graduated, got my degree, and then decided to go pro. And my best friend from university was going to play in Mexico. She plays on the Mexican national team. So she got an opportunity to play at Cruz Azul. And when she went there, they ended up needing a left winger. And so she was texting me and so excited. She was like, "Can I just send them your resume and your highlight reel?" And I was like, "Of course." So we ended up getting to go to Mexico together, which was truly amazing because I do not speak Spanish. So it was nice having a built-in best friend there who is fluent in the language and is from that culture to kind of help me immerse into just the professional world. And obviously, Mexican culture is a lot different than American culture in terms of football, just in general. In America, we have American football, which gets most of the highlights and is most of the priority. But in Mexico, it's like soccer or football, as you guys call it, is the top sport. So it was absolutely crazy to just step into that and play in men's professional stadiums for games and have fans everywhere and fans coming up to you just when you're out getting groceries and stuff and asking for signatures and pictures. So that was that was a really cool experience. And then after my 6 months there, I was ready to transition to Europe, and to the UK, and I got an opportunity to play for Glasgow City and get to play in Champions League. And who's going to say no to that, as well as playing for a team who won the league and has such a profound history of winning, and competing at the highest level. So,
No, that's it sounds like a bit of a whirlwind couple of years for you. It's led you to be playing in the SWPL. So just off the back of that, how have you found like the level of competitiveness, the standards? Obviously, you say playing in the Champions League was a big draw for you and going to Glasgow City, but the domestic game is getting stronger and stronger all the time. Obviously, you look at your teams at the top of the league, but right throughout the league. All the teams are making improvements and making it difficult for each other, which is only a positive. So how have you found that since you joined the club?
yeah, I think It's definitely been a little bit of a transition in terms of just playing a different playing style. I think each country you're in historically has a very different playing style. Like in the States, we rely on much more speed and athleticism, I think, in transitional football, whereas here it's much more let's keep possession, find moments to play tiki-taka, find moments to transition. So it's been really good. It's been helping me step out of my comfort zone and develop different areas of my game, as well as the competition level has been good just to get different opportunities playing different styles and against different teams. Like your Celtic and Rangers play, very possessional oriented teams versus some of your other teams play more transitional. And so it's fun getting to learn kind of how to come at these teams in different and use our strengths or exploit their weaknesses in different games.
So this season it's been again it's been very tight at the top. Glasgow
Mhm.
City find themselves third at the moment, but there's still a long way to go. How would you reflect on your first 6 months with the club?
I think it's been a good first 6 months. Obviously, we look at results and we're disappointed from where we are in the standings. However, I know that I would never count this team out. One, two, it's hard to get to the top, but I think it's even harder to stay there just because in every team, every game we play, everyone wants to beat us. Like we are number one. We have a history of being number one. So any team, we're getting everyone's best. And that makes us raise our level as well. And I think at this point in the season, like we're fighting for points and we have to reflect back on the beginning of the season and see, where we lost points or where we could become better and take that into practice every day and continue to work and just control the controllables, focus on the process, and the results will come.
Yeah, I think that there's still such a long way to go. You've still got your
Mhm.
second round of fixtures to complete. Then you've got the split, where
Mhm.
it's going to get so interesting in both the top and the bottom half. But looking specifically at the top half,
Mhm.
having to see everyone play each other another twice after that, it's going to obviously last year. You'll know this now from probably now being in at the club, but it went down to the very last day.
Mhm.
And won more or less in the last minute. Lauren Davidson scoring at Ibrox to snatch the league away from Celtic. So yeah, it was very very tight. But from us as supporters domestically, it's great to see, and obviously it shows
Mhm.
the product that is getting provided in this country to entice players such as yourself who. I'm sure you will have had other offers, but in different parts of Europe. But you've made the decision that you've committed yourself to Glasgow City and being part of that club and part of that history.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's exciting to see the league continue to develop and the higher quality players that are coming in and continuing to grow here. And I mean, as a player, it's fun to win games 10-0, but at the end of the day, it's like we're all competitive and we want those games where it's down to the end and so it's exciting to be a part of a league that's continuing to grow, but also you see that you can't take anything for granted and you have to show up every day in training and continue to work and grow and develop as a player and as a team.
That's great, Corey. I want to thank you so much for joining us today and wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And thanks everyone for joining us on SWPL My Story.